Hello everybody, welcome to a Renaissance Gaming stream. Obviously I'm trying a lot of different things today. Most importantly, I am trying to multi-stream to both YouTube and Twitch. I don't think it's working. I don't think I'm live on Twitch, but I'm not going to try to figure that out. I'll figure it out after the stream. So we'll just kind of go with what we got for now and have a good time, I guess. As always, the grind is perpetual in winter, Todd. I do need a little bit of feedback if anybody is here. I did have to readjust the audio levels, so let me know how the audio sounds. Is the music too soft, too loud compared to my voice, or how's everything sounding? I'd appreciate some feedback in that regard. But besides that, let me go ahead and switch worlds to the Winter Todd world. Yeah, Akatsuki, I am using Streamlabs, and I signed up for the free trial for Streamlabs Ultra, which allows you to stream to multiple platforms. It's kind of weird, when I check my Twitch, it says that voice is a bit quiet. Interesting, okay. Let me see if I can raise it up. Yeah, when I check my Twitch, it says that but then when I check the actual channel, it looks like it's not receiving anything. Give me 1 second to mess around with this mic setting, because I didn't lower it any. Yeah, weird. I can't bring it up any higher unless I go to my computer settings. Let me try that then. Open up volume mixer. Actually, I think I can just increase the gain on my mic. Did that make any difference at all? A little bit, maybe? Do I still sound really quiet? Yeah, Streamlabs lets me go down on the volume, but not up, which is weird. I am noticing, though, like, I got my little bars here. Usually I'm in the yellow on the mic, but now I am in the green. I don't know what changed, though. Dang it. I feel like I'm an amateur here. Shouldn't be having to resolve these issues in the middle of a stream. Should have already been all worked out. Alright, there we go. I'm popping into the yellow now. And even into the red. That should be better, right? Visually, I'm seeing my mic levels up higher. By the way, welcome in, Dennerson. I don't think I've seen you before in the streams, so I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I think the mic volume should be a lot better now, but I think it's also picking up more background noise, unfortunately. Alright, let me at least get started on something here. Alright, Dennerson says much better now. Good to know. Now, did I go too far? Is there too much background noise? Can you hear like my computer fan going really loud, or is the quality pretty decent? I'll have to listen to this because I'll have a local recording, but when I'm done streaming, I'll have to play around with this a little bit more. Let me get Entity Hider on, and then I'll get Winter Todd on. Is it already on? Okay. Seems solid all around. All right, thank you so much. I do appreciate you helping out with the feedback so I can get this sounding better for you guys. All right, he's at 64%. I'll wait for the next one, and regardless, I probably need to get a few more cakes here. Yeah, so I'm not sure what's going on with the Twitch thing. It says that I'm live on Twitch, but when I click my Twitch channel, there's nothing being streamed. I also made a chat bot, so I need to see if that's working. So for example, I should have some commands here. See, that didn't do anything. That exclamation mark Twitch should have linked to my Twitch channel. So yeah. This is kind of like a test stream for me. In which I'm going to try to work out all the kinks. Let me move that chat box up a little bit. And there we go. We'll slowly be working on all these problems. Yeah, super weird. It says I've been live on Twitch for 16 minutes, but it's just not receiving data from Streamlabs. That's what I think is going on. Oh well. The important one for now is here on YouTube. It's where I've made my home base. I'll probably end up fixing like one problem at a time with all the new streaming stuff. All the new things aren't working already. The multi-stream's not working. And then the chat command is not working either. Can't really test that stuff until you get in here though, you know? There's a lot of people at Winter Todd today. Boss is going down quick. It's a lot of people dying here too, man. I've seen that death come take a few players already. Hey Ed, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. I've been doing well. Trying to change things up here with the stream. I'm trying to do a couple of things. It's kind of like a test stream. Obviously, I'm doing Winter Todd, but I'm trying to work out a few things. Dennerson, goals for the series right now is... The main goal is try to do every quest. And then, of course, you get sidetracked in RuneScape, so there's a lot of different things that come up along the way for that goal. So the long-term goal is all quests, but the immediate goal right now is 99 Firemaking, which I'm about halfway to. I'm at 92 Firemaking, about 6.5 million experience. After all quests, we'll kind of figure out where to go from there. Achievements, collections, I don't know, we'll see. Oh, dang, man. I'm getting chewed up here on the health. I'm trying to do things on my browser, try to figure out some of the problems here with the stream. So I'm not paying as much attention as I should. Oh, nice. You know, it's good to stay busy, honestly. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. It feels like the holidays really are just around the corner. Thanksgiving soon, and then Christmas, New Year. Oh, you know what it is? I know what's wrong with my mic. I know I had to turn up the gain so much. I actually passed my mic through a filter. I didn't have that application open. Yeah, Ed, I need to edit some episodes. I need to record some actual episodes. I've been doing a lot of streams in the last couple weeks or so, but I need to make some actual episodes. I need to do some editing for that. Alright, I'm going to have to rebalance my mic level here in a second. Let me open up my mic filter app. Okay. How's that sounding? Too loud, pretty good, better, worse? About the same. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that was a stupid mistake on my part. Oh, nice, Ed. Thanks for the YouTube membership. I really appreciate that. There should be an alert that's going to pop up eventually, unless that's not working either. It's been a bit of a disaster with all the new fun stream things I've added, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's not going to work. Although I have noticed that a lot of the YouTube things are on a delay here on the stream. Like, it takes a while for anything that happens on YouTube to come through. Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. It kind of keeps me motivated when I know there are people that care enough to support in that way. There we go. The alert is working. It just takes a little while. Cool. And then I do have this little thing too that I'll scroll up from time to time. Have all the YouTube members that can kind of scroll through the bottom. I'll only let that run for like a couple minutes every hour or so because I think it's a little bit distracting, but I'll let that roll in there. However, I do have to manually update those names. So I'll do that after each stream. Like before I start each stream, I'll make sure the list is up to date, so that's not going to be real-time updated. Nice, and I saw the little reminder to subscribe to the YouTube channel thing popped up on top, so that's working. Nice. So do either of you guys know if you take more damage here at Winter Todd if there are more people in the server? Because I feel like I'm taking a ton of damage compared to the last few streams that I've done. Are your HPs too high for this? I'm looking forward to getting out of here and raising my HP. Like I said, I'm about halfway there. 92, 6.5 mil. Let me randomize the music too so I don't drive anyone crazy. Yeah, if I pay attention, I can get about 250,000 per hour. Right now, I'm at 225. So I'm thinking I'm about like 24 hours away from the 99 here. Gonna be aiming for 750 points per round. So after 99 firemaking, I can finally start doing things that are locked behind combat. Sometimes I feel like I repeat myself a lot, but obviously the main reason I'm doing Wintertod is so that I can get it done while my HP is low. So to keep my HP low, that has prevented me from doing a lot of content, like basically any quests that have a combat requirement or anything like that. So as soon as I'm done here, that's what I'm looking forward to do, is getting the combat stats up to something reasonable and then start going on a quest spree and start doing a ton of quests, especially the ones that require you to kill stuff. You missed a few Tempros streams as well. I don't know if you saw this. Check it out, Ed. Look, I got a pet. I got a tiny Tempor. I did like 100 rounds of Tempros, and I got the pet, which is pretty crazy because it should be 1 in 8,000, and I got it within like 100. So I got super lucky with that. Yeah, I recorded a Tempros episode. I just need to edit that. So I'll be sure to have the moment where I got the pet on there as well. It's all in one of the past streams, but let's be honest, nobody wants to go watch a past stream. Alright, before I go back in there, let me try to take a look at this Twitch thing one more time. It might be a simple fix that I am missing. Stream manager. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this, man. Oh, I see what the problem is. I'm trying to stream at a bitrate that's too high for Twitch, so it's not letting me stream to Twitch. That's what the problem is. Yeah, I got a little friend to follow me around. I try not to bring him in here to Wintertod because sometimes when the brazier breaks, I have to click behind myself to run out of the way and avoid the damage. But if the pet's right there, I end up talking to it instead of running. So I put him away to do Wintertod. Okay, so give me just 1 second, guys. I have to... The stream is going to go down for just a quick second because I'm going to basically restart it on my end so that it can start going to Twitch as well. Because I'm trying to stream at too high of a bit rate for Twitch, and that's why the stream is not going through to Twitch. So you'll notice this stream is going to go down for just a few seconds. It shouldn't close out or anything. It should just go blank for a few seconds. Give me just one moment, my friends. Okay, I should be back. Type lasagna in chat if you can hear me say lasagna right now. Just so I know I'm back. Okay, Ed says lasagna. Alright, so to answer your question, I am not switching to Twitch. I am starting to multi-stream though, so I will always be here on YouTube. It's just that I'm trying to send the stream out to Twitch as well. That way it's on 2 platforms. So I wouldn't call it a switch. I would call it an expansion. And yep, that fixed it. So now my stream is live on Twitch as well. Very good. It was a bitrate thing. Yeah, Ed, and if this goes well, I'm going to expand even further. Kick, Twitter. I'm trying out Streamlabs Ultra free trial, which basically you just upload once and then they redistribute it to as many platforms as possible. I'm starting with just 2 or else it's going to be too overwhelming, but yeah, I'm trying out the Twitch thing. the thing with Twitch and YouTube is that they both have the APIs that allow all the things to integrate into Streamlabs. That way I can see the chat for everything and all the alerts, donations, new subscribers, new followers, all that kind of stuff. It all pops up here on my end. Some of the other platforms you can't integrate yet, so it would be very hard for me to monitor all those streams at once. So that's why I'm sticking with just YouTube and Twitch for now. Yeah, I was super surprised that I got that tempor, the tiny tempor. Like I said, it's 1 in 8,000, and I got it within like my first 100 rounds of Temprost. Correct, I have not opened a single crate yet. The reason I haven't opened them is because you get the herblore rewards, so I was waiting for my farming and herblore levels to be a little higher before opening them. But now that I'm so deep into this, I think it would be a lot of fun to do one stream dedicated entirely to opening the rewards. I think that'll be a lot of fun for viewers to watch. So I'm thinking that's what I'll do, is I'll hoard all of them until I'm 99 and then just do one big stream where we're all in here and I can open them. I am going to work on my farming pretty soon, though. Yeah, I'm taking a ton of damage here, man. It's crazy. After I clear out the backlog of episodes I need to edit and record for the actual series, I'm going to work a little bit on construction so I can build that tool cabinet that allows me to get the farming tools. That way I can work on the farming. Because again, with the no shop rules, I can't buy all that farming equipment. I have to get it from a tool cabinet through player-owned housing. I agree, Ed. I am hopeful that I will get a phoenix. It seems like it's the most common pet. You can see 3 of them here on screen as it is. And since I'm going to have so many crates, there's a reasonable chance that I'll get it. Although, if I do not get it, I'm not going to be crushed or anything. And I'm not going to stick around to get it. I'll come back to it maybe way in the distant future, but I'm not going to keep grinding this. Would be nice to get the fire tome as well. If I get the phoenix and the fire tome, that would be perfect. Maybe a dragon axe. There's all sorts of goodies I could get here. Yeah, if and when I do that stream where I'm going to open up all the crates, I will probably schedule that stream. Because pretty much every time I've streamed so far, I just kind of log on whenever I get the opportunity to. I don't really announce it or anything, but I think since that stream would be pretty fun and I think some people would want to watch it, I will announce it and schedule it beforehand. Yeah, I'm kind of over Winter Todd already. In fact, I wanted to do an agility stream tonight, but I figured I just need to buckle up and get this done. I gotta quit procrastinating on it. Just gotta get it done. I totally miscalculated this. I chopped the full inventory even though the boss is almost dead. Alright, while I'm waiting for this round, I'm going to go grab a drink real quick. Be right back before this round starts. Okay. I am back. Let's crack open a nice fizzy drink here. Nice, yeah. Put that right up next to the mic so you guys could hear it. Hopefully it wasn't obnoxious. Alright, now that I've got a few things figured out here, I'm going to try to pay attention and be more efficient. I was taking a sip while that happened. Now the next thing I need to figure out in terms of the new streaming stuff is my chatbot. That is not working. It might be working on Twitch, actually. I tried it on the YouTube chat, but not the Twitch chat. All right, Ed. You have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. It was good seeing you again. Yeah, looks like my chat bot is also not working over on Twitch, so that's what I'll have to figure out next. Not the end of the world. Okay, while waiting for this round, let me see if I can figure it out. Says I need to mod Streamlabs, but I did do that already. Yes, says Streamlabs is already a moderator. sorry about that. Smack the mic with my hand. If I burst at anybody's ears drums, I'm sorry. Hey, Danny. Yeah, thanks for texting because I was not seeing your chat. I think the delay between YouTube chat and what I can see on Streamlabs which is where I'm trying to monitor the chat, is pretty significant, it looks like. So when I pulled up my actual YouTube chat, I could definitely see your messages. They've yet to come through on Streamlabs, which is concerning. Good to know. It's a bit of a test stream, honestly, because I've changed a lot with the stream and the multi-streaming and on Twitch and all that, so I'm trying to work out kinks. So it's good to know that I can't really rely on the Streamlabs chat here. Let me try to refresh the chat, see what happens. No, I mean, it does have a setting, but I did not... I mean, I have it as non-delayed as possible. See, I see your messages popping up on the actual stream. Right here. But it's still not popping up on my Streamlabs. That's weird. It was working earlier. There was another person in here chatting with me earlier, Ed. And his messages were actually coming through okay. It's kind of annoying because sometimes it's reliable, sometimes it's not, so you don't know what to do. And if I'm trying to multi-stream, it's hard to have two different chats pulled up. So that's why I was hoping the Streamlabs would work, because it kind of merges both of them into one. Sorry, I'm trying to look at a couple of different settings here while I'm playing the game. That's why I'm not playing very well. Well, I'm using Streamlabs OBS, which is a version of OBS, I guess. I don't know if it ripped off of OBS or just built upon it. I don't know if they're the same thing. I don't really know. OBS... Isn't OBS open source? I don't know what I'm talking about, honestly. Okay, now your messages are coming through. I refreshed here on Streamlabs, and now they're still a little bit delayed, but not too bad. The thing with the multi-stream, though, is that you can't do 4K on Twitch. So I was looking forward to doing 4K streaming here on YouTube, but I can't do that if I'm going to multi-stream to Twitch. Because earlier on, I was trying to stream at 10 megabytes per second, and it wouldn't let me stream on Twitch like that. You had to lower it to 8,000. So anything above that, and you can't take it to Twitch. You don't think many people see it in 4K? You're probably right. For most games, it doesn't make that much of a difference. Like for Old School RuneScape, it's not going to make much of a difference. Where you really notice it is in like Lord of the Rings Online. I noticed a big quality difference when I started uploading my Lord of the Rings videos in 4K. If I'm just standing there, it doesn't look much different, but it's the motion blur is night and day, 1080p compared to the 4K. And it's not so much the 1080 versus 4K, it's really the YouTube compression. So when I was recording in 1080p for Lord of the Rings Online, if I were to watch the file locally on my computer, it looked fine. It looked perfect. But whenever you upload it to YouTube, they compress the shit out of it, and it looked really bad. And then when I uploaded in 4K, it looked a lot better. But yeah, for like this game, I don't think it matters that much at all. Yeah, Danny, the other thing is my chat bot. I set up a chat bot with a bunch of different things, but that's not working. Gonna have to figure that out. That's disgusting, dude. You're typing with poopy hands. Having a hard time getting my rhythm here today. I think it's because I'm paying attention to all the stream stuff to make sure there's no bugs. And I'm trying to figure out what's going wrong with some of the other things. Not paying as close attention to the actual game. Yeah, I might just have to abandon this trying to figure out this chatbot thing and do it after stream. I don't think it's something I can try to multitask. Alright. It's not that bad of a diaper then. He's not sleeping as much during the day. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe he'll sleep longer at night. I don't know. Start getting some semblance of consistency. $243 per hour. This rate, an hour 38 minutes until the next level. That might be my goal. I don't know if I'm gonna last that long though. It's kind of late. I mainly just wanted to get on here and test out the new stream stuff I've been working on. Oh, you got some playtime in? Play what? I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on for. If I really brave it out, it'll be like another hour 40 minutes until I level up to 93. But realistically speaking, probably a little less than that. I felt pretty energized as soon as I started doing this, but now I'm getting kind of tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. Dude, you've been playing Xenoverse 2 for like 10 years. How old's that game? Every time I talk to you, you're like, I'm playing Xenoverse 2. $2016. Yeah, it's pretty old. Have you been playing since it came out? Yeah, see, my Streamlabs chat is lagging again. I'm having to look at your YouTube chats here. It's not that laggy, though. Just trying to pay close attention just so I know how much to trust Streamlabs. Seems to stutter every once in a while. Dude, it was not a month or two back. Or were you playing something that sounds similar? Oh, Xenoblade Chronicles, I think, is what you used to play. Or am I making that up? Yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles is what I'm thinking of then. They sound similar, but are they completely unrelated? Or is it like the same series? Completely unrelated. Okay. Oh, okay. I got you. Xenoverse is the DBZ one you've been talking to me about. I'm getting all these games mixed up. You're telling me Xenoverse and Xenoblade, and I think even the thing that I have in my head is a completely different game. I think I'm like visualizing in my head Monster Hunter. But yeah, that Dragon Ball Z game looks actually really good. And Kakarot looked really good too. Which one are you liking better, Xenoverse or Kakarot? Since you've tried both now. I remember when Kakarot came out, that was a big deal for streamers, especially on Twitch. Everybody was on that for a while. I played a Dragon Ball Z game way back in the day with my cousins over LAN. And they tried to do too much with it. The technology was not there yet, but they basically try to have essentially what you see in the anime, just combat, where you're in a three-dimensional space, just flying around, punching, kicking, shooting your energy spells. And it was too early for that type of game. It was just super clunky. They tried to do too much with too little. I don't recall what it was called though, but it was old. Had to be old if I was still in Brazil. Maybe early 2000s or late 90s? That eventually became Xenoverse? You mean the one I'm talking about? Okay. You recognize the game I'm talking about. I don't remember what it was called. I wish I did. I'll have to look it up. But I remember really wanting to like that game. And lying to myself that I did, but it was just horrible. It was so clunky. It was so hard to fight. And I don't know if I'm making this up, but I'm pretty sure you, like, whenever you set up a match, they would hide the 7 Dragon Balls in the map, and you could try to find them, and you get like a super power up or something if you found all 7. Yeah, in retrospect, when I think about that game, it feels like a game that was like 10, 15 years too early. So it sounds like Xenoverse, what you're playing now, is what that game was meant to be. You play online against other people, or are you doing like a single player campaign, or what's the deal? Goofing off of the story. Let me look up this game while I'm waiting for the next round. Oh, that looks nice. Kind of got that cell shading style. But now I'm really curious as to what the one I'm thinking about was called. Maybe Xenoverse 1? Nah, even Xenoverse 1 looks pretty advanced. Yeah, the one I'm thinking about was truly horrific. It was like you could shoot a Kamehameha, but you had to aim it. And your characters could move like super fast. So in order to hit anything, like any sort of energy spell, you had to aim it and you had to wait for it to travel. And hope that a character that can move super fast wouldn't dodge it. It was horrific. Nah, this wasn't on the PlayStation. This was on PC. My cousin set it up on a LAN so we could all play together. No, it wasn't an MMO either. Yeah, I'd have to look at a list of DBZ games and see what sounds familiar and look up screenshots or something. Kind of hard to multitask doing this, though. I have about a minute in between rounds where I can comfortably look around. Man, Twitch has changed a lot. I never really streamed on it, but I made a Twitch channel pretty soon into my YouTube career. Kind of kept it on the back burner in case I ever needed to use it for streaming. I tried speedrunning a little bit, so I did like a few speedrun streams, but really not many. Probably did like 5 streams total, close to 10 years ago. And it used to be that you'd get a nice handful of people popping into your stream, but I think I haven't had a single person check out my Twitch stream since I've gone live with this. It's gotten very saturated. I can't imagine if you're a streamer that's like actually serious about making it on Twitch. I can't imagine how difficult it is to start from zero in today's age. I guess you did it. You started your stream thing not that long ago. What was it, like a couple years ago? And you build up a pretty decent viewership. Your wife too, she had a pretty respectable viewership. Earth Special Forces, let me check that out. Oh yeah, that garbage. For sure, that's the one. Yeah, that game was total trash. Probably one of the clunkiest games I've ever played. I wanted to like it so bad. How do they make, like, Dragon Ball Z combats doable in a game mechanic? If I had to guess, I think what would make it work would be some sort of targeting system or a locking system, you know? Where you can lock onto a target and then do your attacks. I think that's the only way you could do something like that. Because Dragon Ball combat is, you know, people flying around all over the place, shooting stuff, moving really fast. The only way you can make that work is if you're able to lock onto targets. You can't like free camera attack like in that garbage game. Yeah, that's fine if you have to build it up and build into it. It's just with that Earth Special Forces game, it was just impossible to do combat. Like, if you wanted to punch someone, you would have to, like, fly right next to them without them noticing, or they would just fly away. And, like, even trying to stop in front of them, you'd have too much momentum or something. It would be impossible to just even position yourself to attack somebody. Much less try to aim a beam from far away or something. That was just a no-go. It's kind of like playing Counter-Strike, except the bullets wouldn't travel instantaneously. They would take seconds to get to the target, so the target could just move out of the way. It's the best comparison of what it felt like to me. How long would you say it took you to build a, you know, not like a crazy audience, but, you know, at least every time you would stream, there might be 5 people in there chatting or something like that? How long would you say that took you? Yeah, because even right now, I just checked again. I haven't had a single viewer stop by my Twitch stream. And it's not like I was expecting anything, but I figured at least a few people would pop in, see what's up, and get out of there, but not even that. I think also having a face cam like you did helps. Like, if people can see a big face on the little thumbnail, they're more likely to click. Yeah, the camera for sure. Yeah, with the YouTube streaming, at least pretty much every stream I've done, I've had at least one person come in and chat. That's because I already have a reasonable following there. Yeah, for sure. Without the camera, it's a lot harder. At the same time, it's kind of hard to have a personality when there's, like, no one there, you know? If you're streaming to yourself and the first person pops in, you're not talking, you're not engaging at all. So they probably think, wow, this is lame, and then they get out of there. Just need to snowball into it. You know, you need that one person that's looking to get in on the ground floor with a new streamer that comes and lurks and participates and slowly build from there. I wish you still did the Stream Raiders thing. Wonder what's up with that game, man. Wonder what's going on with that. I haven't looked into it. God, that feels like it wasn't that long ago, but Stream Raiders was a long-ass time ago. What was that, like 3 years ago? You ever figure out why Twitch wasn't paying you all your ad money? That seemed kind of shady. I was surprised when you told me that you had all this ad money built up that they just weren't paying you. Oh, you think it was a botting thing? I guess that's the only thing that would make sense. I thought about setting up like a 24/7 stream that just replays all of my videos that I've put up already on YouTube. Because I have like 1,800 videos or something on my channel. So if I were to play them all back to back, that would play for a long ass time. Enough to keep a 24/7 stream going. Yeah, because I was surprised at how much ad money you were making from having that stream up. Because you never got that many viewers with that stream. You got, what, like 3 people in there or something? Yeah, you were spamming those ads. It's ridiculous. Man, I was slow to get out of that. It's so easy to get lazy doing this. Yeah, I understand that. Nowadays, it's really hard to make it as a Twitch streamer unless you're fully dedicated to it, and it's kind of hard to juggle that if you're also trying to juggle a career, you know? Put these in the right place. Yeah, because you were streaming when you had your previous job, right? And then you transitioned over to your new one? Yeah, that's right. I remember you were going through that job change. It's hard. Like I said, if you really want to make it as a streamer, you can't half-ass it anymore. It used to be that you could kind of do it as a hobby, but if you wanted to pick up, you kind of have to commit to it. A lot of the big streamers talk about how quickly people leave. Like, if you don't stream for like 2 days, you lose like thousands of subs if you're a big streamer, which is nuts to me. Thankfully for me, the whole streaming thing was never my main thing. I've been having a lot of fun doing it, but I've always been more focused on the actual videos for YouTube. It's fun when a good handful of people are in here and they're all chatting. I think the best one I had in that regard was the Lord of the Rings Online stream. I don't know if you had left by that time, but towards the end, like a big group of people came in. It's probably like 10 of them in chat, and we were having a good time. Alright, maybe another 1 hour here till the next level. I think I can go that long. I am pretty tired, not gonna lie, but an hour is not too bad. At some point, I kind of have to force myself to do this so I can finish this stupid grind to 99 firemaking. Yeah, I know, it's late, man. It's like 1 a.m. What time zone are you in, by the way? Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm getting burned out on this. It's not so much that I dislike it, it's more that I kind of want to move on and do other things within the game. And I'm being stubborn. I don't have to, like, go all the way to 99 all at once. There's so many other grinds I could be doing right now. Like, I could be doing a Tempros stream, or I could be doing an agility stream, but I'm just eager to get this done. It's not as bad as I make it sound, honestly. Eastern time. See, that's what I thought. I thought you were Eastern, but then when you look at a map, it doesn't look like you're that far east. Yeah, generally the streams are anywhere between 2 to 4 hours, and I find that to be super manageable. The only reason I'm feeling a little sloppy today is because it's just late. I'm kind of physically tired, not burnt out. If I wasn't so tired, I wouldn't mind doing this for like 4 hours. Okay, so you're kind of like right on the edge of the time zone. Man, this winter Todd chill always hits in waves of like 2 or 3. It's really annoying. God, stops you dead in your track. No, I didn't mess around with it, Danny. I just kind of reset things, powered things on and off, disconnected, reconnected until my computer just joined the right node. I don't know why it switches around from time to time. It makes no sense. It's super annoying. Yeah, I mean, I might look into that. I don't want to mess anything up, though. This isn't like a... I didn't set this up on my own. It's basically my ISP mailed this out to me, and it's already, like, pre-configured to work with everything, so... Ideally, I wouldn't want to mess around with it too much. Like, I didn't even have to configure anything. I just plugged it in with an Ethernet cable to my actual modem, and then it set itself up. And then I moved it around to where I wanted it to be. I think the main thing I need to check on after this stream is the chatbot thing, which is just not working at all. Neither on Twitch nor YouTube. Yeah, I'm one of those people that, you know, sometimes there's a problem and maybe I'll just do the quick fix for it and keep putting off the long-term solution until it drives me nuts. And I feel like that's kind of what I'm doing with that node right now. I can kind of brute force it to make it work the way I want it to. By basically just like reconnecting over and over again until my PC connects to the right one. If you assign it an SSID, wouldn't that essentially make it like an extender? As opposed to being part of a mesh network? still a mesh. Honestly, I don't really know what the difference is going to be anyway. This whole mesh thing was completely new to me. I always knew about the extenders and access points and things like that, but this whole mesh network thing is brand new to me. Yeah, but that's what I thought that access points were to begin with. If you just set up a bunch of access points. Like, how's that different than a mesh network? I guess it's just better integration. Alright, that's fair. Not gonna try too hard to figure out the nitty-gritty. I guess the short answer is that if all the nodes are in a mesh, then it's just that much better optimized. As opposed to if you're trying to jerry-rig it with a bunch of hardware nodes. Just trying to brute force them to work together. Yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. I remember for a while there, I got really interested in it, and I started studying it. Then I kept adding more stuff to my plate and gave up on it too. I was doing like a CCNA course, actually. I was doing an online CCNA course, a free one at least. And it was really cool. I was really enjoying learning about it. But then I just kind of stopped. I was trying to design like a self-guided computer science curriculum for myself. So I started doing like all these courses. I started doing like network engineering with the CCNA course. I started looking at a bunch of different programming languages. I was doing all of those. I was doing like a certified ethical hacking course. I was really going in deep, but then I just kept adding more and more courses to my plate, and it got overwhelming, and then I just stopped everything. But I was having a lot of fun with it, admittedly. Yeah, I remember you told me you were studying for that CCNA thing way back in the day. So I always wondered why you never ended up being more network focused in your line of work. But I guess you had these other opportunities come up and took them, so can't really fault you there. Yeah, I was really into the idea of being able to fully understand how things work instead of just taking it for granted. Like, how does the internet actually work, for example? Not many people can answer that, but I was interested in being able to articulate it and actually appreciate it and understand it. It is. It's a lot of stuff to learn. I didn't get too deep into it. I probably got like a third of the way through the course. But just kind of previewing everything that was in it, it was pretty obvious that there was a lot to learn. If I could do college over again, I definitely would have done computer science. I didn't really, to be fair, I didn't really know at the time that that was like a thing you could do, which seems stupid, right? You figured you would know that, but I didn't know computer science as a field. But that's totally something right up my alley that would have fit in very well for me. Because if you're going to medical school, whenever you're doing your undergraduate, you don't really need to do anything related to medical school. You can do whatever. So I could have done computer science and then gone to med school. If I could go back, that's what I would have done. Yeah, I'm sure that worked out for the best in your case. You moved up pretty well in your career field and pretty quickly too, which is good. God knows where you would have ended up if you had gone the military route. Well, I'm not even saying computer science as a like career field for myself, but it would have been nice to do it in college for like the actual study and to learn the material, not so much to use it as a career. Because regardless of what you do as a career, if you have a computer science base, you're going to make your life easier. Like if I knew some programming languages a little bit more intimately, and I understood just networking and hardware a lot better, I'm sure I could utilize that in many different ways in my life. Yeah, I think everybody can get obsessed if they find the right thing. The difficult thing is finding that, right? Obviously, everybody's going to be different, but that's the most difficult part, is finding something that gets you that obsessive feeling. I kind of get bored easily is my problem. I'll get super obsessed with something for like a month, and I'll like stay up all night working on stuff and be super obsessed, and then one day I'm just kind of over it and I move on to something else. That's been my pattern. I'm trying to be more consistent in the things that I do. It's one of my personal goals, is to kind of stick with stuff better. Weirdly enough, the one thing that's been like most consistent for me is this YouTube gaming channel. Taking a few little breaks here or there, but I've been very persistent with it. It's about to be the 10-year anniversary since I made this thing. I first made this channel November 5th of 2013. So that's 10 years. My life can be summed up by our Hellbreath experience. It's like we'll get on a Hellbreath and we'll be completely obsessed for like a month or two, and then out of nowhere, we just drop it and stop playing. Like it never existed. Oh yeah, that's a super famous saying. Definitely heard that plenty of times. Didn't know it was Bruce Lee though. That's news to me. I am definitely not the person who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. I wish I had something that kept me obsessed in the long term. Like I said, I can get super manic and obsessed with something, but it's always pretty short term. Yeah, you're right. A lot of content creators, the big ones, the really big successful ones, you can tell they're obsessed.
Welcome. You've come at a most fortuitous time.
All right, Tree Swifty, welcome in. Thanks for the follow on Twitch. You're like my first Twitch follower in years. I made the Twitch channel way back in the day. Never really streamed much on it. Trying to get back to it. So welcome in. Thanks for being one of the first to welcome me back. You know, if you want to call me mom, I'm not going to say anything. I'll roll with it. Can't say I'll call you my son, but you can call me mom. That's fine. Danny, you're saying there's a guy that played DBD for 7+ years? I don't know how anyone plays that game for 7+ minutes. I did not like that game. By the way, did we get an alert on stream for when Tree Swifty followed? I wasn't paying attention, and I don't have my headphones in. But we should get an alert, like, pop up over here. If it didn't pop up, I'll have to look into it. I'm getting the alerts from the YouTube stuff, but I need to make sure it's happening on Twitch too. Danny says, don't think I saw it. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. That sucks. The multi-stream alerts are a little bit confusing on Streamlabs. And since it's the first time I'm doing it, definitely gonna have to iron out the kinks. Yeah, I didn't see it either. Supposed to look something like this. I'm gonna send a test one.
Greetings, traveler.
Yeah, it's supposed to look like that. I don't think I saw it pop up. Nice, 57 fletching. I'm impressed with how many fletching levels I've been able to get just doing this. How are we doing here? 130,000 experience left. About 30 minutes. Yes, you can make bows with fletching. That's one of the primary uses for the skill. What's actually pretty good for an Ironman is if you fletch bows and then you high alch the bows. That's actually a pretty decent money-making method. But yeah, you can make bows, you can make arrows, you can make bolts. And I'm sure a few other things. See, so that's interesting because on Twitch, my chat bot sent a message for Tree Swifty as a new follower, but my commands for the chat bot are not working. So that's gonna help me kind of narrow down where things are going wrong after I finish the stream. No, I'm not gonna do range as my first combat. It's gonna do the regular melee stuff. Strength, attack, defense. If anything, I'm gonna do magic. Magic is very versatile. You can safe spot with it. You can adjust the spells depending on what you're fighting. Magic can be expensive, you're right. You can do the Arceus library, though. That can get you a lot of experience pretty quickly and without any cost. So I'm 51 magic, and that's all from doing the Arceus library. And I think I only did it for like 4 hours. So I was able to get to 51 magic in like 4 hours without spending a single gold. If you want to talk about expensive, ranged can be very expensive. Ranged is actually one of the fastest 99s you can get if you're willing to put the money into it. Like if you go for the fastest method, but also most expensive method, you can do it in a few hours. You can get to 99 ranged. No, it's not the cannon. I watched a video on it recently. I can't remember off the top of my head what the strategy is. But it did not involve the cannon. It's like some fancy projectile that you can use that hits multiple targets at once that are in front of you. Yeah, that's right. Chinchompas. Yeah, you go to somewhere where you do Monkey Madness Quest, and there's like a bunch of monkeys, and you just pile them up in front of you. You put on a Protect from Melee prayer, and you just start hurling Chinchompas, and you can get to 99 range super quick. I think magic you can also get to 99 pretty quick if you're willing to drop cash into it. I think if you enchant bolts, you can do that really quick. It's very click intensive, so you have to like spam click between two items and spend a ton of money on the bolts. But I think enchanting them gets you super fast magic experience. I've seen so many people die here today. Probably like 20. Been doing this for 2 hours, and I've probably seen about 20 people die here today. $85 magic from High Alch. That's a very classic way of training magic. I remember way back when I played, one of the more popular ways to get magic was to just teleport to Camelot. Just get a ton of law runes and just spam teleport to Camelot. A lot of people would do that. Yeah, I'm thinking as a no-shop Ironman, I will probably be doing a lot of high alching. Haven't really peered that far ahead, but I can only imagine that's going to be a big magic training method for me. No, the XP is pretty garbage, I think, Danny, but like I said, this was way back in the day. Probably before Old School RuneScape. I think it was before RuneScape 3 came out, so the methods of training were much more limited, so maybe at the time it was considered a decent option, but now I think it's absolute garbage. Gonna go grab a water real quick. Be back in less than a minute. I am back. Just in time. Yeah, prayer is not hard to level up quickly if you're willing to pay for it. As a no-shop Ironman, I think that's going to be one of my nightmare skills to train. I really need to get it to at least 46 or whatever it is to get all of the overhead protection prayers. That's a must for a lot of quests. And I'd probably do a few practice runs of that before you fully commit to it. You're definitely not the first person who's had that idea, so I'm sure there are plenty of people who already do that to a very optimized degree. By practice run, I mean like listen to the dev stream and just in your head think, okay, this is what I would buy, and then monitor the price and see how it would have gone. I kind of like that I don't have the pressure of trying to increase my wealth on here by playing the Grand Exchange game, since I literally can't on the Ironman. Feels like a lot of pressure off my shoulders. I can just focus on playing the game, and if I need something, I have to figure out a way to get it on my own. See, apparently my bank is worth 6.7 mil, which is pretty decent. Well, I can't even use a cannon, Danny. You have to buy it at a shop. You have to buy it from a dwarf. I've done the quest for it, actually, but I can't buy it because of my no shop rule. And also, money's not that bad, honestly. So my agility, what's my agility? My agility is 72. Once I get my agility to 75, I can do agility pyramid. And with agility pyramid, I can make about 200,000 gold per hour, which is pretty good. That'll be a very good money maker for me. There's that one place, I don't know if you know about it. I think it's called like Kingdom of Miscellanea or something. You do a quest for it, and then basically you own your own kingdom. And you can pay all the peasants to work for you. And I forgot how much it is, but you can give them gold, and then they'll harvest resources for you. And you can pick like what resources, like if you want herbs or ore or whatever it is. And it can add up. Takes a lot of gold to keep it running 24/7, but you can get a lot of resources that way. So I think that's going to be important for me too. So it will be good for me to get gold. You know, you think like, what do you need gold for if you can't even buy anything? But there's still a lot of utilization for gold in my account. I think the Miscellanea Kingdom is going to be a big one. It'll help me get all the herbs I need to get to herb lore. Yeah, it's a little disappointing that I can't use the cannon. That's something that's a pretty cool item. It plays a big role in Slayer as well. It's not just for getting your range levels, but it really helps out doing Slayer tasks. Yeah, I could do chimchampas. I'm not really sure how they work. Have to look into it. I know there's like a quest or something. I don't know. I'll worry about it when I get to it. Should be leveling up here either this round or the next one. I don't know. Now I'm in like a weird state where I'm very tired. I feel a little delirious. I should probably go to bed. But I kind of want to keep playing too. I'm enjoying the progress I'm making. There we go. Nice. 93 firemaking. How much more till 94? 750,000 experience. That's not too bad. I could get that done in the course of one stream. 750,000. Yeah, that's a good 3-hour stream. Not unreasonable. Nice. 50 construction. Need to get the construction to 55 so I can start farming. Another person died. Gotta be careful here, man. If you're not paying attention, you'll die. Especially if your HP is higher. 'Cause you take a ton of damage. Another death. What's going on, man? Why are all these people dying? Might as well bury their bones. Alright, little guys, ready for bed?